Hello, this is the My Artifact episode number 3349. Today's date is 5th of March 2025. It's been almost like a night at 8 pm. Okay, I am recording too early, Artifact, cause some sort of reason. What are those reasons? Okay, yeah, I'm being really honest. Okay, yeah. That ki usually almost like a year ago, my masturbation gap is 5 days. Okay, like if I masturbate day one, then I will be masturbate at day 5. Okay, yeah. This kind of like a something a discipline that I took for myself to kind of like a something better, something like that healthy habits. Okay, yeah. And I was bitterly kind of like a commit with that particular discipline process, and I was constantly doing such a thing. But like I don't know, from last couple of months I was like really wild. Okay, like my masturbation gaps from 5 days it went to 3 days. Okay, yeah. So technically I'm masturbating twice in a week. Okay, yeah. So this is kind of like a something very big problem, and I'm actually affecting some sort of problem right now. Okay, what are those problems? Okay, yeah. So last night I masturbate, okay, which is actually 3 days of gap, and it's something feel really off. Like last night I masturbate, I slept, then today I wake up and I didn't really have anything to do. Yeah, I literally just I didn't really did my design. I haven't really did my work. I I haven't really went to work out. It's just like that na ki just my body just like wants to me to not to do anything at all. And this is like a really fucked up thing. Okay, yeah, because um I am a content creator. Okay, like probably I should say that I actually create the content for YouTube social media platform, and then usually I have to be make consistent. Okay, yeah. So I have to kind of like upload my video every single day. So this is my kind of like a something oath that every content creator should supposed to be take when they kind of like uploading video on social media, whatever. So today I haven't really done any of my work, so I haven't really upload any of nothing really at all, and it was really fucked up at all. Okay, yeah. Workout is a kind of like a something that I usually do every single day. Today I skip it. Why? I am not really sure. It's just like that I don't want to. And basically what exactly happened, that entire rest of the day I was kind of like a sitting in front of my computer, and I was kind of like a something just like I didn't really waste my entire time, but kind of like a make my book. What's a make my book? Okay, so I was actually kind of like a transcribed audio artifact to text format with the AI help, like with the chat GPT. Okay, yeah. So I am doing this thing, okay, for almost like a rest of the day. Like basically I sit in front of my desk at almost like 1 p.m. and I wake up at now 8 p.m. So I just like really fuck up. Yeah. And this is kind of like a something really bad. Okay, yeah. Like skipping the workout, skipping my work is really not that kind of like a something person. Okay, yeah. So what is exactly the problem? Do you think that masturbation is a because of masturbation you are kind of like a something did that thing? I think that yes, I am. Okay, yeah. Okay, so how do you supposed to solve that? Okay, I'm actually thinking that na ki I have to figure it out the triggered point. Okay, yeah. What's a triggered point? A triggered point means like that a kind of like a something that you trigger to watch porn and then you masturbate. So what is actually the triggered point that happened? Yeah, like this is kind of like a only very good thing. Okay, Yeah, yesterday I masturbate. Okay, yesterday I watch porn, then I masturbate. Okay, haha. And basically every time there is some sort of triggered point who kind of like let me to watch porn. Okay, what's a triggered point? A triggered point means like that there is a kind of like some like bikini girl that automatically came in on your Instagram feed, and you just kind of like feel little bit of horny. That's kind of like a sort of triggered point. Okay, yeah. But this didn't really happen. I didn't really get any of those triggered point. Nothing really at all. Okay, yeah. And let me tell you one thing now, like basically this thing, my body was not trying to be horny, nothing really at all. Yeah, it's just like that na, ki what exactly happened yesterday. It's just like I usually kind of like a simply do I have kind of like a simply app called MDF. Okay, so in this app, like whenever I masturbate, I kind of like a simply put that thing that ki I masturbate today, like basically click on this particular button. Okay, yeah. So it kind of like a tracking all my masturbation cycle. Okay, yeah. So from almost like a 2 year, I'm actually doing this thing. So it kind of like a tracking me all those masturbation cycle. Okay, yeah. And it also kind of like a representing that ki how much it kind of like a something time is actually happened, like a 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Okay, yeah. And basically this thing, yesterday I opened that particular app and I found that ki I haven't masturbated from last 3 days. Okay, yeah. And I was like that, yeah, let's do this masturbation. Like basically, it's just like that, na ki my body didn't really want to masturbate. Even I don't really want to masturbate. But it's just like, yeah, let's do it. And I did it without any purpose, and I just did it. And that's kind of like a something really fucked up thing happened without any triggered point, yeah. So am I kind of like a something addict of porn? I am not. Like literally tell you is this thing. I was not really enjoying while watching porn. Okay, yeah, I was still figuring it out that key what kind of like a something moment that I should supposed to be kind of like a something I will feel that key, yeah, I came. It's nothing. I'm I came when they are kissing together. It's really fuck up. I don't know. Like literally when the penetration happened and then you came, that is okay. But the both the couple are kissing at each other and you came on that moment, like literally how fuck I that was. Like it's like really fuck. Really fuck. Okay, yeah. So basically is this thing now. Okay, let me tell you what is that happened. Okay, so the trigger point didn't really happen. Nothing really at all. Okay, I haven't been triggered, nothing really at all. Okay, yeah, I just opened that particular app. I found that key the 3 days was actually happened. So that key, okay, let's do this. 3 days happened. So I just open up the Instagram. Sorry, I open up the kind of like a porn and started watching porn. Okay, yeah. I watched first almost like a 15 minute of porn, and then I didn't really feel, yeah, like it feel little bit of warm, but it just like it didn't really happen. Okay, yeah. Then I click another porn and I started click on that. Okay, and suddenly my dick get hard. Okay, and then release. Okay, yeah. The problem is that na ki usually when I usually ejaculate, like at that particular moment, I am actually controlling that ejaculation. Like, when should I supposed to be ejaculate? Yesterday, I can't control, and it just like release, and I was like, what the fuck was that? And basically, this thing na ki I am actually kind of like a simply understanding myself that ki like a usually the word that they mention a shigra patan ho gaya, like basically this you came early, might be this is what kind of like a something happened yesterday. And I was like, fuck dude, fuck. Like literally when you have that particular shigra patan thing, you won't be able to enjoy the sex, as also your partner won't be able to enjoy the sex. And as also is this thing you did it, it's like you figure it out, that's kind of like a something mistake. And it kind of like a something really wrong thing happened, dude. Really wrong thing. Okay, yeah. Like probably is this thing na ki you should supposed to be hold that particular ejaculation and try to be satisfied her. That's your responsibility. first and then you ejaculate, that is okay. But when you ejaculate, like you just done it and then end of the story, nothing really at all. And this is what actually happened yesterday. I was really ashamed of my action and everything. But yeah. So what's the solution? Yeah. Okay. So it didn't really happen triggered point. No, nothing really at all. Okay. So this app, because of this app, you are like what if you don't really knew it, and basically what is that happen, that you just uninstall that particular app, and then probably you don't really knew it. So will it be kind of like a solve that problem, like uninstall that particular app, that MDF app? Well, MDF app is not MDF app is actually meant to be kind of like a something for kind of like a something prevent from masturbation things. Okay, it kind of like a giving you post and notification things for giving you up, like a cheer you up and things like that. You shouldn't supposed to do masturbation. This is the only one motto that this app is actually made for. Okay. And if you are uninstalling this thing, it not okay. Yeah, the problem is not the app, nothing really at all, like nothing, no. The problem is in me. Yeah, is in me. Like my brain didn't really, my body is not horny. I am not that horny. My brain didn't really wanted to do sex, or my body didn't really wanted to be masturbate, nothing really at all. Still I did it. It's the only thing that kind of like a something represent that I am an addict. Like an addict is a kind of like a something person who could do the things without any reason, and that's why you did it. So I am kind of like a something masturbation addict. Like probably I should supposed to be accept this thing that I am that kind of like a something person. Accept it, dude. Just accept it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what should I supposed to do? Okay, so let me do the chat GPT, and if I am addicted of masturbation, how do I control it? Okay. Regarding about ChatGPT, what he says, identify triggered. Okay, yeah. Okay, observe what is the situation, emotion, or habit that leads to urge. Okay, in my case, trigger didn't really happen. Like it's not. Okay, yeah. Common triggered like a bedroom stress, loneliness, or certain content. Like okay, so am I have that particular stress? No, yesterday nothing really at all. Like yesterday I was like really good. Like yesterday I record my artifact. I was actually talking about some sort of kind of like some very scientific stuff. Okay, yeah. Like I was actually talking about that kind of like something that regarding about how do I supposed to make an app and something like that. Okay, yeah. I did my work. Like yesterday I did my design, uploaded all my design on YouTube and Instagram platform, which is also really good. Like yesterday was really productive day. I went to the workout, I did a run, I play badminton. So yesterday was really good. Okay, yeah. So I didn't really have that many stress, nothing really at all. Okay, yeah. Situation, like is there kind of like some situation is actually happened that you actually seen something, or no, nothing really happened. No. Emotions, does kind of like some emotion is actually happened? Still not. Okay, like I am actually thinking nothing really at all. Like yesterday I was actually watching the Friend web series. Yesterday I was actually watching the Friend web series, so it was not really that much horny, just light comedy, that's it. Okay, yeah. A habit, yeah. I probably think that this is what actually happened is because of the habit, because from last couple of months I was actually kind of like a something doing this masturbation for almost like a 3 days of gap. So probably I get kind of like a 3 days of gap, and I realized that yeah, so let's do this. So that's why I did it. So I think that habit is a kind of like a something that it kind of like a somebody urged me to do those things, something like that. Okay. Okay. Keep yourself busy. Engage with the activities that keep your mind and body occupied, like exercise, hobbies, or reading. Okay. So first of all is that ki, eliminate the trigger point. Okay. So first of all is that ki, I didn't really get any triggered point, but habit is a kind of like a something is this thing that I think I masturbate. Okay. Yeah. Keep it busy. Okay. So how do I supposed to busy? Exercise, I do exercise every single day. Hobby, like basically I'm doing Photoshop entire day, so it is also my hobby and also kind of like a content creation. Reading, I usually do reading during the morning. Okay, yeah, but I have to start reading kind of like a something whenever it get free time. Okay, yeah, but I didn't really get that much free time. Like basically is this thing na कि okay, let me tell you one thing, my routine. Okay, I usually wake up morning at 7:30 or 8 a.m. Since I wake up during the since I wake up, do my bathroom and stuff like that, and then I started doing reading. Okay, yeah, I have my book. I started doing reading till almost like a 9:30, and then after that I did kind of like a some sort of work at home, and then at after I ate my lunch, I started doing my work. Usually my work is actually happen at 11:30 or 12 a.m. Okay, yeah, 12 p.m. Okay, and then I constantly doing my work till almost like a 6 a.m. 6 p.m. Okay, yeah, and then 6 p.m. I went to workout. Okay, I came at almost like a 9. Okay, 9 p.m. and then I usually record artifact, and then some sort of remaining work is actually done, and usually it takes almost like a 12 a.m. and then I went to sleep. So basically is this thing na ki it didn't really, like I don't really have that much kind of like a some free time. Okay, yeah, like I was like a when there is a busy time, I was occupied all the time. Okay, yeah, learn new skill, focus on personal growth, like a public speaking, new language. Okay, yeah, so there is also one thing that I wanted to learn. Okay, what are those? Like a Android developing. Okay, like a coding is kind of like a things that I wanted to learn. Okay, yeah. So why are you not learning that thing? Well, the problem is that na ki like it's just like that na ki let me tell you one thing na ki I wanted to focus on kind of like a something with this content creation first. Okay, make the content creation as good as, because right now my situation is really not that good. I'm not really earning any kind of like a something money. It is really essential for me to kind of like a something focus on content more. Like if I kind of like a create like a building the apps and things like that and coding and things like that, my mind will kind of like a something diverted. So I will not gonna take that thing. Okay, yeah. Besides, I don't know, like basically is this thing na ki regarding about keeping busy entire day, yeah, my lifestyle is kind of like a something make me too busy all the time. So yeah, I am a busy. Reduce the exposure of trigger. Okay, yeah, like Instagram and things like that. Do you have Instagram? Yes, I have Instagram. Have you ever kind of like seen any kind of like some explicit content on Instagram? Well, I kind of like somebody control myself. Like my Instagram feed is a kind of like a somebody always censor. So it's always the Instagram is not actually showing me. I have kind of like a put that setting, so that is also really good. What's exactly triggered point? Like usually is this thing that ki Instagram is the only way that I usually get triggered point. But from last couple of days, I did kind of like some certain setting on Instagram, and I didn't really get any of those kind of like some exploited content on Instagram. So yeah, but it's just like that na ki I'm seeing a lot of things. Like how do I supposed to control all those things? Like I usually watch web series and stuff like that. But still not triggered point. Like yeah, I am actually controlling my trigger point. Yes. Uh Set the screen time limit. Okay, use web blocker if needed. Okay, yeah, so do you have a screen time? Yeah, I do have a screen limit time. Like basically I have digital well-being app which kind of like prevent me to not to use that much app. But let me tell you one thing now, most of the screen time is actually consumed by the OTT platform. Like I usually watch kind of like a something OTT on my mobile phone, like a Amazon Prime, or kind of like a something Geo Hotstar वगैरह वगैरह. Why? Because of that thing कि while I was kind of like doing my editing, the process is kind of like feel really bored. So I was kind of like simply watch some sort of light-hearted comedy thing like a Friends or Big Bang Theory, or kind of like a Two and a Half Men and things like that, which kind of like a something light-hearted, which kind of like a process is not become that much bore, and I'm kind of like a leaning towards my content creation more and more. Okay, yeah. And this is kind of like somebody also helped me to not to sleep during the day. Okay, yeah. If I didn't really watch those OTT platform, then probably it's really hard to create the content, and I will kind of like somebody sleep. Okay, yeah. So this OTT platform is kind of like something meant to me to kind of like somebody stay and do my things. So yeah, but I still have to control that. I shouldn't supposed to be watch any kind of like assembly any explicit content on OTT platform, because OTT platform it has also kind of like some explicit content. So yes, build strong routine like a structured day leaves and less room for distraction. Prioritize fitness, work, learning to the socializing. Socializing, do I do socializing? Well, I don't that much. Like basically, I have my friend. Like whenever like usually I went to work out during the. I usually went to work out during the evening. Okay, and I talk with my friend. Okay, but very less people I usually do socializing. I have to make more socializing. Yes, I want to. Yeah, but how? I don't know how. Like just try to talk to the people and things like that. I don't know, yeah. Okay, yeah. Exercise regularly. I do exercise regularly. I do run 30-minute non-stop every single day. So yes. Practice mindfulness and self-control. Urges comes in a wave. You distract yourself for 10 to 15 minutes. It often pass. Oh. Okay. So basically if I have some sort of urges, I need to kind of like a dilute that particular time with some certain stuff that I then that urges will gonna go on. Okay. Meditation and journaling can be help to maintain compulsive behavior. Okay, meditation is not gonna possible for me. I did it, I failed miserably. But journaling is a kind of like some of the things that I do, like a things that you are actually hearing is called self-talk. I called it artifact. Like it's kind of like something I journalize regarding about stuff is actually happening with myself, and I talk about those. Okay, found accountability partner. Talk to the close friend or mentor if you are comfortable. Okay, yeah, like this is kind of like a thing that I don't really have it. Okay, yeah, I don't really have any kind of like a some person who I could talk with that particular thing, that ki masturbation things like that. Why not? You don't really have any kind of like that person. I don't know. It's a kind of like something very personal thing. Now I won't be able to share those things with any kind of like somebody random, or any kind of like a friend, or I don't know. You just have to share this thing, dude. Na? Yeah, you just have to share how or who. I don't know. Yeah. Consider joining the self-improvement community. Yeah, just like I don't really have that much community here. Seek professional help if needed, like a doctor and things like that. No. Okay, so what is exactly stuff that you gonna do to solve this particular problem? Okay, so first of all is that ki triggered point. Okay, so basically it's this thing, whenever I will gonna get triggered point, how much I'm control, like uninstall this app and that app, it won't gonna help. Okay, yeah, it is matter to me that ki whenever I feel that much urges, I have to be occupied with some sort of stuff that I shouldn't supposed to be think. And that occupation of work is should supposed to be kind of like a something physical, means like that I'm doing this, doing that, or going somewhere else, or whatever it is. Okay, yeah, I have to be kind of like a something dilute almost like a 10 to 15 minutes, so that I would control my urges. And then after the 10 and 15 minute, if it is okay, then I came back home. Okay, so what is exactly things that I'm actually suggesting myself? So whenever I will gonna get that kind of like somebody urges, I should supposed to be get out home and went to somewhere else. Okay, I don't know, like a go at somewhere and eat something, samosa or whatever, or chai or things like that. But yeah, do that thing. Okay, yeah, whenever you have that kind of like somebody urges. Okay, and exercise and occupied, these are kind of like a things that kind of like somebody help me. Okay, how often, like let me ask this another question. How often should I masturbate in week? How often should I masturbate in a week? Okay, yeah. That's no strict rule for how often you should masturbate. It depends on your body, lifestyle, and personal goal. However, here are the some general guideline to help you find the balance. Okay, yeah. Occasional, 1 or 2 times per a week. Okay, yeah. It usually kind of like something happen 1 or 2 time. Moderate 3 to 5 time. No, like 3 to 5 time is not. Excessive daily or multiple times in a day. No. Um Okay, so I am kind of like a something occasionally kind of like a something person, means like that I usually kind of like a something masturbate once or twice in a day. Okay, week, sorry, once or twice in a week, not day, not day. I'm talking about week, not day. I'm talking about week. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, I was getting heart attack once or twice in a day. No, I was talking about week. Like usually I masturbate twice in a week, but I have to be control my urges, so that I have to make sure that once in a week. Okay, yeah. Or at least kind of like a simply 5 days of gap. Okay, yeah. So 5 days of gap should supposed to be essential. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Since tomorrow I have to be kind of like a simply occupied with the things that I do, and alright. Yeah. Alright, I should supposed to be end here. Okay, so this is it. This then. And thank you.